the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. On the give, this is Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. They go play action with McDonald. That's going to be caught by C.J. Board. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Ray McLeod deep for Pittsburgh. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Harris. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Ben's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And this will go. It's a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 30 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's McDonald. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Ben's throw complete to Freiermuth. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, 33 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Hines now on the return. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Well, tackled that time by Akello Witherspoon. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is McDonald. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 84 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run with Hines. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often. And they want to carve some holes out there for him.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 33-yard line.
Draw play. This is Hines. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun, McDonald. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Hines. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. McDonald. He's to the 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
It should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
No. Shift.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. That's caught, and he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return is Hines. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So they're there, Charles. I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long, because that's his third touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came into this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And you'll see, courtesy of the next-gen stats, he traveled better than 80 yards on the ground that time. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a 1st down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Austin Hooper, a 13-yard touchdown. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. McDonald sets to throw. Flushed out right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's McDonald to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Now Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, 38 yards. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A run for Nick Chubb. Able to power through. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A run with Chubb on 1st down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. McDonald. And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on a catch and run. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They go play action with McDonald. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Austin Hooper. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Roethlisberger. He's got Smith-Schuster, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Ben. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got, If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Flush to his right. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Here's Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right.